YouTube, it's Echo Bear, and today I want to read an app for you guys that's called Kami 2. Now, before I even get into the serious stuff today, if this title sounds familiar or what I'm talking about sounds familiar, is because I've already reviewed the first game in this series, the original Kami. So if you guys want to, just hang around for the rest of this review and I'll leave a link to that review at the end as well. So without further ado, let's get to the serious stuff. So, Kami 2 is made by State of Play, and the first version that I can find of it being released was on December 1st, 2016, and as far as genre goes, it's pretty much just your, well, not really run-of-the-mill, but pretty basically, in its essence, it's a puzzle-solving game. So yeah. So, Kami 2 is an awesome successor to the original Kami. It's been a really long time since I've reviewed a sequel to a game, but usually when I do review sequels, I'm looking for it to stay true to the original, have the same emotional feeling to it that the original had, as well as building on it and becoming something bigger and better than what the original was, and not just a rehash of the original. And Kami 2 does that perfectly. The original Kami, the entire game was just a specific set of levels. That's all you really had. You just went through them. Once you finished them, that was the game. And that was pretty much it. Kami 2 has expanded on that by having the same sort of mechanics implemented as the first one, where it has your story-ish mode where it's a bunch of different sets that you go through. Once you're done with them, you're done with them. But it also fantastically added daily puzzles, which are curated by people who make their own puzzles, plus the people who made the game, as well as just player-made puzzles. So the combination of those two things added onto the original gameplay is what's going to make this game have a lot of longevity to it. Because I know once I finished the original Kami, I didn't really have a lot of motivation to go back and continue playing it, or to even replay the levels that I'd already done. So with it having an expanded, just kind of infinite puzzle creator now that people can just make really simple or super complicated puzzles in, is just awesome for the longevity of this game. So if you guys haven't watched the first video I did on Kami, all of the controls are exactly the same. It works very, very similar, to the point where it's just kind of comforting to return to. If you haven't seen that video, the controls work by the way that you need to make the entire screen the same color. So if there is a blue hexagon on a red background, you pick the red color, turn it red, the whole background is red, and then you've solved the puzzle. The only difficult part comes in to the fact that you only have a limited amount of moves or color swaps to do this. So it gives it a really nice feel to it. The only thing that Kami 2 did that's a little bit of a bummer was the original Kami would let you finish the puzzle, give you a couple extra moves to finish the puzzle. Kami 2, you have to finish it exactly with 0 moves left. So that ups the difficulty curve quite a bit from the original game. If you haven't played Kami 1, I would honestly suggest you play that one first before moving on to Kami 2. It's not necessary, but it's a bit kinder and a bit easier to get introduced to the mechanics and how this game works. All of my praises from Kami 1 still carry over to Kami 2. The animations are adorable and brilliant. Well, the animations are beautiful and elegant and just wonderful to watch. The sound design on it is fantastic. The music, which one of my gripes about the last one was when you were in the puzzles, the music stopped and you didn't get to hear it. This one, it has music within the puzzles, which made me so happy. So that is a wonderful addition to it. This game also adds in the fact that you get little mini achievements as you go through. In each game mode, you get different achievements for doing different things, and it's not super necessary to the whole game. It's just kind of a fun little addition that has been thrown in there. It doesn't give you any bonuses, and there's nothing you really get for completing them. It's just a cool little way to track your progress, in all honesty. And like I said, this is pretty much a tit-for-tat rehash of the original game, but with improvements. So honestly, I genuinely did enjoy the first rendition of this game. It was ridiculously fun. It was beautiful. I was bummed that I had to pay for it because at that point I was like very much so for the free-to-play games, but that was like one of the first games I did break down and actually did pay for it. So yeah, this one is the same, except another little gripe of mine is that you also have to pay for ads now. So I guess if it's something that you seem like you'll be interested in playing, I honestly do think it's worth paying the money to get this game. But if it's something that you'd rather not play, I'd save the money for something else later down the line. But in all honesty, I genuinely love the Kami games. They're both super fantastic. They're super well executed. The puzzles have a very kind, like, difficulty scale to where it's fair as you're moving through everything. And yeah, I have to give it a 9 out of 10. There's just a couple things here and there that it's a gripe, and just the fact that it is essentially the same game, just with a few more expansions and different game modes added on. It's still a very, very fun game. It's not stale yet, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to play. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, if you stick to the very end of this one, you can see the first review that I did on the original Kami game, as well as another video that I have done. If you guys are interested in getting this game, I will leave links down in the description for iOS and Android. So I hope you guys all have a very lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!